Thank you for joining us today for the Professional Society induction ceremonies. The College of Engineering hosts 3 inductions each spring: Order of Engineers, Pledge of the Computer Professional, and Professional Order of Engineering Technology. All College of Engineering undergraduates are welcome to join the Professional Society and participate in the induction ceremonies. Congratulations to all engineering technology, and computer science graduates. You have demonstrated the ability to commit to your end goal and persevere under challenging conditions. And now, as we look ahead to your career, all of you are participating in the Professional Society inductions represent our future, applying your academic skills to real-world issues and pledging to practice your profession with the highest level of integrity and competency. We are proud of all of you. Now we will begin our 3 Professional Society inductions. Here to announce the Order of Engineers is Associate Dean Dr. Leslie Montplaisir. Congratulations again.
Progression from student to engineer is a transition from learning to practice. This transition requires a clear vision and understanding of what we engineers have done and must continue to do for humanity and the quality of life everywhere. As engineers, we also owe a debt to our profession. To meet the needs of the future, we look to you, the engineers of the future, and place our faith in you, not only to rescue the environment, but also to help bring about a unity that will benefit the entire spectrum of the profession and the public. As engineers, you have a responsibility to join together and assist in this endeavor. Decades ago, our engineering counterparts in Canada had this same desire of a spirit of community and cohesiveness among engineers. They believed that a good way to go about achieving this would be to instill in engineers a consciousness of belonging to one another, to themselves as individuals, and to those they serve. The ritual includes the placing of a ring on the small finger of the working hand. The ceremony was extended to the United States when 2 engineers from Ohio received their rings in Canada. In 1966, a group of US engineers began to pursue the establishment of what was known in Ohio as the Order of the Engineer. Although patterned after the Canadian concept, the order has differences that are distinctly associated with the United States of America. I ask that you accept and interpret with pride the meaning and purpose of the ceremony to which you are about to subscribe to uphold the standards and dignity of the engineering profession. The Order of the Engineer, to which you will soon belong, is an independent organization whose purpose is to foster a feeling of pride and dedication to the profession, which binds them together. The order is symbolized by the acceptance of an obligation and the wearing of a stainless steel ring on the little finger of the working hand. There are no meetings other than this ceremony, and there are no dues. The obligation to which you will soon subscribe is a composite of several creeds. It emphasizes the fact that we, as engineers, have certain obligations. It promotes honesty and integrity and recognizes that today's engineers are dependent on their predecessors to gain their skills.
Brooke Britchosek, Robert Shalhoub, Ashley Doka, Sierra Foley, Apurva Harishchandra, Olivia Jansen, Evangeline John, Rebecca John, Caitlin Labash, Claudia Miller, Ume Mirza, Jade Murad, Nicole Nowak, Jody Paulin, Christina Pobereznaya, Noor Salah, Katerina Sirhan, Aisha Saeed, Veronica Chernichuk, Noah Weller,
Nasim Abu Gaida, Arlen Bonasalowski, Matthew Boussier, Andrew Cassidy, Wafa Dabaja, Anthony Giramonte, Alexandra Gierko, Joshua Hill, Victoria Liebrick, Rebecca Lopez, Emily Maxey, Tristan Mims, Kyron Spillers, Nate Standifer, Ashvin Verapen, Rami Wera, Abora Izari,
Mohammed Abuida, Rachel Akers, Mark Brown, Sarah Gamache, Shane Gardner, Norjeen Kareem, Kristen Moreno, Charles Rich, Christy Thullen,
Rabah Sami Achur, Bassam Ahmed, Lisa Aijo, Ali Al-Gahim, Yunus Al-Wagay, Hassan Bazi, Nam Bui, Caitlin Burke, William Dallas, Joseph Devereaux, Fadi Elias, Arod Hagi Tabrizi, James Hernandez, Fahimul Islam, Ronnie Gito, Randy Gito, Hilda Gito, Falak Khan, Amel Krayem, Bassem Makrufa, Kari Merling, Omar Nasrallah, John Nazar, Devanj Patel, Abdul Malik Rifai, Ahmed Sharif, Rima Sweden, Anika Tasnim, Mervyn Thomas, Joe Thomas, Hunter Thornhill, Cassandra Tika, Sundus Zuani,
Mutaz M. Abusita, Andrea Franco, Mohana Deepakathan,
Nadim Ahmed, Mohammed Al-Hilo, Matthew Alexander, Mustafa Al-Kohaif, Rabia Ashraf, Noah Beatty, Michelle Chambauer, Adam Freeman, Justin Haydniak, Patrick Kirst, Zachary Klingsorg, Anjan Kodakal, Ian Matthews, Ali Mochaimek, Claire Orlando, Jeffrey Pokrifka, Samaya Rahman, Miriam Salama, Jennifer Smith, Grace Sexton, Hina Shaw, Andrew Stoku, Maman Uden, Marcus Veal, Joseph Verla,
The significance of what you're about to say and do might be expressed this way. You're about to say to yourself and to the public, I am an engineer. I have an obligation. My obligation has become my desire. My desire is to apply this code of ethics, the golden rule, to the technical knowledge of the world by persuasion. My desire becomes the yardstick of my professionalism. And lastly, that my professionalism means to me that I will never again ask myself the question, how much do I get out of it? But rather that I will ask myself the question, how much I can give. The symbol of the desire to be given is the engineer's ring you will wear for all to see. The ring, an excellent symbol of continuity and community, will say to all who see it, here is an engineer possessed of a public avowed dedication to the profession and to those it serves. Please repeat the pledge with me. I am an engineer.
I am an engineer.
In my profession, I take deep pride.
In my profession, I take deep pride.
To it, I owe solemn obligations.
To it, I owe solemn obligations.
As an engineer, I pledge to practice integrity and fair dealing.
As an engineer, I pledge to practice integrity and fair dealing.
Tolerance and respect.
Tolerance and respect.
And to uphold devotion to the standards and dignity of my profession.
And to uphold devotion to the standards and dignity of my profession.
Conscious always that my skill carries with it the obligation to serve humanity by making the best of Earth's precious wealth.
Conscious always that my skill carries with it the obligation to serve humanity by making the best of Earth's precious wealth.
As an engineer, I shall participate in none but honest enterprises.
As an engineer, I shall participate in none but honest enterprises.
When needed, my skill and knowledge shall be given without reservation for the public good.
When needed, my skill and knowledge shall be given without reservation for the public good.
In the performance of duty in fidelity to my profession, I will give my utmost.
In the performance of duty and fidelity to my profession, I will give my utmost.
Welcome to the privileges and obligations of the Order of the Engineer. The ring is a reminder of our common purpose and calling to serve the public. In in whatever avenue your profession leads, creating a cleaner environment, designing a better bridge, devising a finer product, or developing a safer community. Your talent should be applied for your entire life in all reaches of the world. This is your ring. In times of anxiety, look on it and take courage. In times of honor, regard it with humility. Wear your ring proudly.
The Wayne State University chapter of the Pledge of the Computing Professional was established in 2013 as the second node in Michigan in the organization's linked list of nodes. Before we ask the initiates gathered here to obligate themselves to the Pledge of the Computing Professional, we pause to consider the history of and motivation for this organization. In many modern professions, the act of joining the profession is accompanied by a rite of passage, symbolizing the entry of the initiate into a position of responsibility. The initiate often takes an oath, pledging to act both ethically and morally as a member of the profession. The initiate is often presented with a visible symbol of the profession as a reminder of the responsibility of the profession. In 2007, inspired by the example of the Order of the Engineer, individuals at Ohio Northern University and the University of South Florida created similar organizations for graduates of their respective computing programs. After interest in such an organization grew to other institutions, the Pledge of the Computing Professional was developed by an international team of 17 computing professionals. The organization held its first induction ceremonies in May 2011. We have conducted the Pledge of the Computing Professional at Wayne State University for several years now. Through this public rite of passage ceremony, we foster professional pride, moral obligation, and ethical responsibility in all graduates of computing disciplines. The initiates who are present here today will soon stand to take this pledge. After this ceremony, there will be no more organizational meetings to attend, nor will there be any dues to be paid. However, members of this organization are expected to keep their pledge to uphold and honor their chosen profession. The certificate and pin that each of our initiates receive here today will serve as visible reminders of this pledge throughout their professional careers.
Tirta Achaji, Shuhel Ahmed, Noble Amartaifio, Richard Bolaji, Mahir Chowdhury, Shurab Dar, Matthew Dominic, George Isho, Laura Gibson, Saloni Gupta, Shireen Hussain, MD Islam, Shane Joychan, Bandanpreet Kaur, Maliha Latif, Shane Lesser, Joseph Nikaj, Mohammed Riyadh, Hassan Safewi, Daniel Stohanowski. Christopher Swerchinski.
Please recite the pledge of the computing professional with me. I am a computing professional.
I am a computing professional.
My work as a computing professional affects people's lives.
My work as a computing professional affects people's lives,
both now and into the future.
both now and into the future.
As a result, I bear moral and ethical responsibilities to society.
I bear moral and ethical responsibilities to society.
As a computing professional,
As a computing professional,
I pledge to practice my profession
I pledge to practice my profession
with the highest level of integrity and competence.
with the highest level of integrity and competence.
I shall always use my skills for the public good.
I shall always use my skills for the public good.
I shall be honest about my limitations,
I shall be honest about my limitations,
continuously seeking to improve my skills
continuously seeking to improve my skills
through lifelong learning.
through lifelong learning.
I shall engage
I shall engage
only in honorable
only in honorable
and upstanding endeavors.
and upstanding endeavors.
By my actions,
By my actions,
I pledge to honor my chosen profession.
I pledge to honor my chosen profession.
The Professional Order of Engineering Technology, POET, recognizes achievements and successful completion of education by students in the engineering technology programs at institutions of higher education. It promotes and acknowledges entry into the engineering technology profession and engenders desirable qualities of personality and character among its inductees. For many years, the engineering community had been discussing a need to recognize educational achievements of engineering technology graduates. In 1993, the American Society for Engineering Education celebrated its centennial, and ASWE's Engineering Technology Council charged a committee to explore forming an order for engineering technology graduates. As a result of that celebration and of 20 years of engineering technology at Wayne State, the Division of Engineering Technology organized the first induction ceremony on May 11, 1993, and became the founding institution. The engineering community bestows a distinct identity to engineering technology professionals by recognizing their educational achievements and professional status. There is a one-time induction for graduating students of engineering technology. In addition, a person with outstanding achievements in the field or one who has rendered valuable service to the profession may also be bestowed with this honor. All prospective members must be nominated and approved by the full-time faculty of the engineering technology program. Inductees must attend the initiation ceremony to become a member of the POET programs.
Obada Albeja. Carl Beard. Ian Dornfree.
Jeremy Gallia.
Eddie Gonzalez Ramirez. Douglas Haney. Momodou Jameh. Cody Katzer. Ali Khalil. Matthew Coverstadt. Paul Schroeder. Ashley Smoke. Guillermo Suarez. Stratton Jacula. Benjamin Zwatny.
I, please say your name, pledge allegiance to the engineering technology profession. Induction into the Professional Order of Engineering Technology, POET, recognizes acquisition of knowledge and achievement of wisdom. It signifies a promise to perform professional duties in a responsible manner, dedication to the pursuit of knowledge and application of technology, and practice of personal integrity and noble ideals to benefit all. Entry into the Professional Order of Engineering Technology implies that I shall dedicate myself to uphold the profession with utmost humility, forthright honesty, and genuine respect and tolerance of others for the public record.
Again, congratulations. Best wishes to all and keep in touch.